Good morning, children. Today's topic is data handling. Children, what do you mean by data? Data means collection of any information of a particular type is known as data. Whenever we are collecting data, that means it is used for something, right? Actually, data handling is part of statistics. Statistic comprises of three things basically: collection of data, analysis of data, and collection of data, arrangement of the data, and analysis of the data. First we do is we collect the data. See, for example, if I have to uh, collect the student marks of a school, then it is the collection of a data. So what I will do, I will go to class 8A, I will collect the marks of the students. I will go to class B, 8B, I will collect the marks. Simply I will go to 8A, B, C, D, E, and all the collection. Then I will arrange the data. How I will arrange? According to my need, I will arrange. Maybe from the lowest to highest, or maybe I will arrange the data from the section wise, section 8A first, then 8B, then 8C, and then 8E. And then I will analyze the data. What is the lowest data? What is the highest data? What is the average number of data? And so on. The various things we can do. So we in class 8th topic in data handling, we have to arrange the data basically. And how we can arrange the data? We can arrange the data in the various method. That is, we can create a table that is known as the frequency distribution table. As you can see, children, your roll sheet, that is also a sort of frequency distribution table only. Or you can see that the number of students interested for sports like football, the number of students in your class, how many number of students are interested in football, say 5. The number of students interested in cricket, that is say 21. The number of students interested for kabaddi, say 3. So lots of examples. These are all things which we have not learned, but we are using it from the very beginning. This is data handling. So today we will talk about the mathematical data handling and some the raw definitions related to this. So first of all, we have to learn about the data. What do we mean by data? A collection of numerical facts regarding a particular type of information is called data. For a particular type, if it is marks, then it is marks only. If it is number of students for sports, it is the number of students for sports only. If it is the number of students for academic, it is for the academic only. If we are doing any other, if we are selecting the temperature of a particular state or a city for a particular month, then it is a temperature only. So it is the particular type of information. What do we mean by raw data? Collection in the very first stage is known as the raw data. I go at random to class 8 and I am selecting, okay, how many students are interested in 8A? How many students are interested in 8B? How many students? So I am collecting one by one according to my feasibility. And then I will, that is the raw data. And then I will arrange the data. That is known as raw data. So a collection of observation gathered initially. The first stage is called the raw data. What do we mean by range, children? By range, we means the lowest number of data to the highest number of data. See, for example, this only I am choosing the number of students interested for a particular type of sports. Say for a kabaddi, the number of students interested is 3, and that is the minimum number of students for the interested for any of the sports. So 3 is the minimum data, and say 21 for cricket is the maximum. Say for example, I am just giving an example. So 21 is the maximum figure. So when 21 minus 3, that is 18, is the range of the data. All other interested sports number will lie between 3 and 21. So the minimum data and the maximum data, the difference of the two is known as the range. And statistic, it is the science which deals with the collection, presentation, analysis and interpretation of the numerical data. Right? So directly we go to the frequency distribution table. What do we mean by frequency? The number of times particular data occur is known as frequency. Here children, you can see one example. Suppose we make a survey of 20 families of a locality and find out the number of children in each family. Let the observation be this, 2, 2, 3 in this. So here you can see 1 occurs how many times? So we can do like this. We can see what type of data is there. So this table is known as children frequency distribution table. Here I have marked 3 columns. The first one is number of children's. The second one is telemarks for counting basically. And here the number of families, and this is only known as the frequency. Now I will write my datas. The minimum data is 1, then 2 and 3. So I have written here 1, 2, 3. Then I will see the first one is 2. I will one mark on 2. Then again 2, then 2. Then 3, 1 line over here. 1 line. 1 line. Then 2, we will mark 2 over here. Then 3, then I will mark 1 line over here. Then again 2. What happens when I mark 4, 2, then the last 5 will be over here. This is for the comfortability to count. If I draw various lines, it will be uneasy for counting me. But here I can count easily. This is 5, 5. So 10. Here 5 plus 1, 6. Here total number are 4. So it is 4. So we can count it and we can write it over here 6, 10 and 4. And if you will total frequency, it will be equal to total number of families, that is equal to 20. So this is only children frequency distribution table. Our next exercise, that is exercise 21A, is based on this. What you have to do here also, the number of families, telemarks and frequency, the number of families. The minimum data I can see over here is 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. In the first column, you can draw 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can create the telemarks and then the number of families. And then you can able to complete this exercise 21A. Now, when we are having large number of datas, the range is too high, then we create the small groups. That is, say for example, my minimum data is over here 0 and the maximum is something related to 25. So what I will do is, I can create 5 groups, namely 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 20 and 20 to 5. Then I will put all datas which are in between 0 to 5. Here 5 I will not include it in the first group. I will shift it to 5. Say for example, one data is 5. I will not mark on the 0 to 5 group. I will mark it on 5 to 10. And similarly 10 on not on the second class. This is known as children class. The first class, second class, third, fourth and fifth class. Okay, so we have to mark this. So you can see that we are having this marks, telemarks, frequency. If you see how I will do this, first I will have this 16 and okay, the 16 will be lie between this which group? 15 to 20, so I will mark 1. Then 17 over here again. Then 18, then over here again. And then 3, so I will mark 3 over here. Then 7, I will mark in the second row. Then 23, I will mark in the last row. Then 18, again in the here row. 13 in this row. And then 10. So 10 is here also and here also. So as I told you, we will not include 10 in the second row. We will include 10 in the third row. 21 in the last. 7 over here. And similarly, we will put all the lines, and after doing this, we will count it and we will put the frequency. So 6, 10, 8, 9, 17, 40. This is the frequency. Again, you can see that the number of total frequency should be equal to the number of students. You can tell you over here, children, that complete it is coming or not. Okay. So by this method, you can find out the grouping of the data and create a frequency distribution table. Here, this all part is known as the lower limit, and here all this part is known as upper limit. You have to look careful about this, that class size, that is 5 minus 0 is 5, 10 minus 5 is 5, 15 minus 10 is 5, 20 minus 15 is 5, 25 minus. The class size of every class should be same. So we are having 10 to 15, 10 is called the lower limit and 15 is called the upper limit. The difference between upper limit and the lower limit of any class interval is class size. And there is one more definition, that is class mark. Class mark is obtained by adding its upper class and lower class limit and dividing the sum by 2. So we will add, if we have to find out the class mark of 0 and 5, so it is 0 plus 5 divided by 2. If we have to find out the class mark of 5 to 10, so 5 plus 10, we have to add both lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2. And this is by the class mark. So this is all about the your grouping of the data, children. Try to complete exercise 21B by your own.